The moment the stepmother saw her stepson fall from the castle tower, she jumped after him without the slightest hesitation. Luckily, one of the guards grabbed her by the ankle just in time. They rushed downstairs in a panic. When the queen saw Bojji lying unconscious on the ground, she was beside herself with fear. She poured every ounce of strength into her magic and cast her strongest healing spell on him. She did not stop until Bojji finally woke up. The hand she had raised so high came down only gently, resting against Bojji's cheek. After exhausting herself to save him, she collapsed as well. This stepmother, who always seemed so harsh toward Bojji, actually loved him deeply as her own son. When Bojji was injured during a match with her biological son, she secretly went to heal him that night. The reason she did not want Bojji to become king was not because she hated him. It was because she did not want a deaf and mute child like him to suffer even more pain. All this time, she had been protecting Bojji in silence. However, their relationship did not get off to a smooth start. Back when the queen had just entered the palace, she wanted to build a good relationship with Bojji, so she tried greeting him. But Bojji said nothing and ran straight away. Later, when he was playing with a ball, she walked over and tried to talk to him, but he ignored her again and simply sat by the window, staring blankly outside. Even when she brought snacks over to him, she still failed to get close to him. Then one day, Bojji was in the garden watching ants when an injured snake suddenly appeared and bit him. The queen, who had been following behind him, heard the noise and rushed forward, kicking the snake away. But when Bojji saw that the snake was hurt, he cried even harder. So the queen used her magic to heal the snake. From that moment on, Bojji finally began to accept her. Their relationship grew closer and closer, and Bojji even started taking the initiative to play with her. But after the queen gave birth to the second prince, Bojji's happy days were slowly taken over by the newborn child. Perhaps because she now had a biological son of her own, she began showing Bojji less and less affection. At times, she even spoke to him harshly. Whenever she thought back on it, she could not help feeling guilty. Maybe letting Bojji go on a journey would not be such a bad thing after all. So, the queen arranged for the sword saint and a guard to accompany him. Their destination was the queen's hometown. Soon after, the three of them set out together. Along the way, Bojji was overjoyed. He curiously watched lobsters in the water, admired the beautiful sunset from a mountaintop, quietly enjoyed a puppet show at the market, and treated himself to a delicious feast. Of course, the journey was not without danger. Sometimes they ran into man-eating gorillas passing by. Other times they nearly fell into hunters' traps. There were even darts flying at them from the shadows. Although the journey was full of danger, Bojji was incredibly happy. But when they arrived at the gate of hell, the sword saint suddenly pushed Bojji down.